estar realizando actividades alrededor de cómo mejorar tu pitch y cómo estructurar mejor tu pitch. Se trata pues de mejorar la relación entre emprendedores e inversionistas, entendernos mejor, y bueno, la actividad principal de esta tarde-noche va a ser el Demo Day Monterrey, que por primera vez va a ser presencial. Voy a darle la palabra a Eugenia Rendón. Ella es pues del equipo de Demo Day Monterrey. Nada más comentarles que todos los pitches van a ser en inglés, porque pues va a haber inversionistas, estamos haciendo una transmisión en vivo y hay inversionistas que están en Estados Unidos, entonces pues para que entiendan todo, ¿no? Entonces todos los pitches van a ser en inglés. La breve explicación que va a dar Eugenia sobre la dinámica que vamos a seguir también va a ser en inglés. Y pues nada, aquí los dejo con Eugenia para que les explique qué vamos a hacer el día de hoy, porque va a ser todo interactivo, como todo lo que hacemos en Temprana.
Muchas gracias, Ale. So now I'm going to start speaking in English. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us tonight. My name is Eugenia, just like Ale already mentioned. First of all, I would like to thank Venture Cafe's team, Leticia and Ale, and everyone that has been helping us during this past couple of months to make this possible. Just a little bit of background on Demo Day Monterrey. This actually started on April of 2020, so during the pandemic. So all of those editions so far have been completely online, and as all of you might know by now, this is a very good thing. And at the same time, I think we were all lacking that personal interaction. So it was very good because we were able to grow our investor database, and then in the beginning we thought, okay, maybe let's do Demo Day Monterrey only for Monterrey founders, and then we realized there were many other founders in Mexico that wanted to be part of Demo Day Monterrey, and then we realized there were many other founders from the whole Latam region that also wanted to be part of Demo Day Monterrey. So that's the good thing about doing the Demo Days online, and we've been doing this for 2 years and a couple of months now, and I think these are very exciting times to be a Latam founder. I think it's very inspiring every day to talk to founders and get to know what you're doing to actually impact the region they are, the country they're in, and even the many countries where probably they're also operating. And this is where we've been and where we're going. We really want to turn Demo Day Monterrey as a community that helps founders to really, through this whole fundraising journey, which sometimes can be exciting, but at the same time, it can be very tiring and long. So we want to be there to help all the founders through this process. And if you have any questions and you're a founder and you want to approach any of the Demo Day Monterrey team, we will be more than happy to help you with any question. Either if it's like my first time having a call with an investor, what do I do? What do I have? What do I put on my deck? I receive this type of question. So it's always nice to be that community and help all the founders and really, step by step, really start changing changing that ecosystem and making that transition of startups changing our Latam region. So that's a little bit about Demo Day Monterrey. And just the event, normally we divide it always into sections. So it's the early startups and the venture and growth stage startups. So that's going to be the same in this event. We're going to divide it into 2 sections, and then all the founders are going to have 7 minutes. They can either use the 7 minutes to pitch, or they can use 5 minutes and then a couple of minutes for questions. So feel free, and when the founder asks for questions and the pitch is over, please feel free to ask questions. And if not, also feel free to reach them out during the rest of the event. These are amazing founders. I followed a couple of them for some time now, and they're amazing. They're super experienced people, so feel free to talk to them and learn about what they're doing. And yeah, that's without further ado. I would also would like to explain something that I almost forgot, but we're also working with Inixar. So I'm going to invite Mitzi from Inixar, that she's going to explain a little bit about this platform that they're building, and we're going to be using this in this Demo Day Monterrey. So Mitzi, if you want to join and explain a little bit about Inixar.
Ok, yo sí voy a hablar en español, pero rápidamente, nada más para explicarles cómo está la dinámica. Gracias a la oportunidad que nos dieron para poder colaborar junto con aquí el Venture Café y el Demo Day, la plataforma de Inixar precisamente se dedica a poder generar espacios donde los emprendedores y otros actores puedan sumarse a fortalecer el ecosistema finalmente, ¿no? Entonces, a través de esta experiencia que se tiene de simulación de inversión, ustedes van a tener la oportunidad de ingresar al ecosistema de Venture Café en Inixar, y ahí mismo se hacen su usuario y van a poder generar intenciones de inversión para cada uno de los participantes que están aquí. Esto con motivo de poder incentivar y ayudarle a que los emprendedores tengan ese seguimiento para poder seguir avanzando. Hay que reconocer que a los emprendedores se les puede apoyar no únicamente con algún tema de dinero, sino también con talento, con mentoreo y con otra clase de alternativas que a veces creemos que no son suficientes, pero sí lo son. Entonces la intención de este espacio es que ustedes también puedan ser inversionistas con los emprendedores. Entonces, si no hay en sí la intención de generar pues algo económico, también lo pueden hacer de otra clase de alternativas. Así que los invitamos a que se sumen a poder dar esta clase de apoyo a los emprendedores para que puedan ver que no nada más un inversionista con capital puede sumarse, sino que también hay otras alternativas. Y claro está que también si hay capital ahí de por medio, sería grandioso que pudieran involucrarse y meter ese ticket de inversión, que esto es meramente una simulación, o sea, no hay una transacción tal cual. Pero bueno, les doy muchas gracias por estar aquí en este espacio y darse la oportunidad. Los invito a que chequen la página, se hagan su usuario y pues ya podemos ir iniciando con esto, ¿verdad? Gracias.
Okay, so thank you very much, Mitsui, and feel free to open your own profile in the Venture Cafe ecosystem. And now, without further ado, we're going to start with the pitching. And okay, we're going to start with Infinity. If you want to join us, Alejandro and Jesus.
And I'm here on behalf of Alessandro, which is the founder of Infinity. He hired me to give this presentation. And well, today I'm going to talk about Infinity, which is a super app for business, entertainment, and services. This super app is very interesting because here you have the first super app in Latin America in terms of services, education, and business. And they are pioneers in creating a platform for digital marketing in which you can have social networks, you have more than 100 tools to develop your business, and also you have a large spectrum of products and services like apps, restaurants, supermarkets, groceries. Here in this image, you can see the type of software that they have created, which is a super app plus a metaverse. The market competition will be linked to Amazon. Like Amazon is one of the biggest companies in terms of stock of products. And Infinity is very important to mention that Infinity is a company that can be identified in these three business categories as a B2B, B2C, and C2C. And well, now I'm going to share a little bit about how this super app works. In the first image, you can see that this super app is like a social media where you have content, and well, this model is more or less like TikTok, with the difference that here you can choose what content you want to consume. In the middle, you have a marketplace where you have access to products and services, and at the end, you have a business center where you can get tools for developing your business. You have education in terms of business and entrepreneurship. And well, here in this app also you can organize your day. Since you wake up until you get to the bed. The app has a My Routine section where you can organize your day, and you customize all the apps that will help you to organize your day better. And well, important post-pandemic trends have been identified and recognized. So this super app recognized them and has integrated them in the software, like the expansion of e-commerce. So this is very important to mention that this super app recognized these trends. Next, please. Well, this super app also understand that time is very important for people and also comfort. So that's why this app wants to help users to save time and have everything in their hands, like ordering, like having education tools, create a business through the mini apps that are inside of the super app. And well, the market is composed by Mexican population, specifically composed by a medium class population, where the customer acquisition cost is between $2 and $3, and the average ticket is $7. And well, here you have the opportunity to control all the apps and the business that are inside the super app. Next. And by using the app, you can have a complete control of all what happens there. All the mini apps that are inside there, whether you are a business that sells things there, or if you are a consumer that wants to buy things there. And well, I didn't mention in the beginning, but one added value of this company is that it has a metaverse named Universe. And well, this is very interesting because in this metaverse you can have a business, you can have social events, you create your avatar, and you buy through the avatar. You can order things and attend concerts, social events. So it's very interesting. And well, they create economic value through this structure. You can become an associate, and you can invest from $25,000 to $50,000, and you can have benefits of the super app. And also you can become an associate ambassador, and you can invest from $50,000 to $100,000. And also you can get franchise, and you will have to invest even more, from $50,000 to $100,000. And here you can get a percentage of the company. And one of the benefits of this platform is that you will have access to this metaverse through this super app. So according to the information of the company, that is one of the greatest benefits of collaborating with them, that you have access to this metaverse. And well, time is over, and I'm here to listen to your comments, and well.
Hello everyone, so excited to be here. Thank you Eugenia, and thank you everyone from Venture Cafe for the organization. I'm Juan Arnau, CEO and founder of Casali, and we are changing the way people manage their properties. Today, real estate rental data is dead. Everyone manages their properties like they did in the 80s, and the time to change has come. A property manager life looks like this. They receive all the That's really sad. There's a lot of time spent. They have to keep manually track of the rent payments. They don't really know the occupancy and the vacancy, or even the tenant turnover. Sometimes they don't know why the tenants are leaving. They don't take track of the small repair of the maintenance costs. So do they know what the net revenue is? I'm sure they don't. And we went super excited to solve this problem, and we built an app. When we launched that app, we found out that tenants didn't want to download it. Instead of getting depressed and going back home, we started to understand why they didn't want to download it. And all that work has to go somewhere. So we built a WhatsApp bot. We found out that the easiest way for making people do things is do them the way they already do them. So we're not going to educate the tenant. And we built this bot to help. We did this bot to help the property manager to have everything sorted out in order, in a web end, back end, with all the information, the dashboard, and uses business intelligence to give the best performance of those properties. The market is huge. Just in Mexico, we have 5.8 million properties in rentals. And just imagine, half of them have an expired contract. And the tenant is living there. Our business model is a subscription model. And in the first phase, we're going to make the renewal of the contract, keep track of the payments, and the ticket of maintenance. And our mission is to be there more than 50 years of life of the property. Okay? There are many solutions that are fixing like the sexy things, the beginning, building the land, construction, sales. But the property is still there and no one's there helping them. So we are going to be there to give them the best performance of the property all over the time. And property management is just the tip of the iceberg. Once we get there, once we are inside the properties, once we have a relationship with the property managers, we can upscale to anything we want. It's too early to say where are we going to, but we have some things seen that we, for certain, are a great business opportunity. There's the payment services, the maintenance fees, the repair, some fintech solutions, insurtech solutions, and smart homes. And the pie comes on and on and on and on. So far, since we iterated, we launched the beta 2 weeks ago. And in just 2 weeks, we have accomplished amazing things. We have 52 properties on the platform. With that is about $26,000 of rents managed. We have already the product and the web app. And so far, we've done 2 renewals of contracts and 2 maintenance tickets. Today, we made the 3rd. And we're really happy with that. I couldn't have done that with my team. Enrique is the tech guy. He understands perfectly what you want. I mean, he's not that coder that would code you anything just for the sake of coding it. So he challenged you the questions. He really wants to understand what are the clients gonna use, so he could go and code it. Then Pablo is my ops guy. He has been in the real estate hard side of it a long time ago. And his last project was building the one and only Mandarina hotel. And he was in charge of $5.6 million of budget. So he's like really structured. And I've been in the real estate since a long time ago. I've been managing a Círculo Bienes Raíces, that is the family firm. It's one of the top brokers in Mexico City. And we're convinced that we're going to get there. Today we're raising a round of $300,000 with a cap of 1.7 million. And with this fund, we want to hire engineers. We need to make the project better to get to the next stage. We get 18 months of runway, and with this money, we can get over 5,000 properties to get the annual revenue return that we are raising so far. So I leave some time for questions. Let's talk, and here you can have all my content. Right now the idea is $5.
Si quiere hacer una pregunta, le puedo pasar la... ¿Dónde va? Uy, perdón.
Hola Juan, felicidades.
Gracias.
Perdón, en inglés, ¿verdad? El WhatsApp bot, is it already working? Have you tested with real users?
We've tested it, but we keep changing it every time.
Okay.
So WhatsApp just opened their API, and we are still learning them.
And what's the reaction with your users?
It's amazing, because sometimes they answer the way you want them to answer, and sometimes they answer another way. So right now, Pablo is behind the bot all the time to see how they react, so that we can give them a good service.
Okay.
No, you have to register with Meta people, and they like make a due diligence of the company to see that you're not going to be only advertising or you're going to give a solution. And we have already done that.
Perfect, just in time.
Thank you very much.
The company's profile. And now we're going to have Gustavo from Lavox.
Thank you very much. Well, hi everyone. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Lavox and what it's about that we are trying to solve. What we figured out is right now, it's very complicated for someone to really understand what they need to do in order to get a medical checkup, right? Because we don't have the knowledge, we don't have the medical background, and really it's the professionals who need to give you a recommendation about what a checkup should be, right? So in case you want to do that and you are a proactive person that wants to do a checkup, it's really complicated to get a schedule with your medical doctor in case you have one. In case you don't have one, well, you need to figure out who you want to go, accommodate to their schedule, and if that doctor recommends, which is most probably to get you some clinical testings, you probably need to go to the next day, drive to the nearest or most convenient place to get you tested, and also adding the factors of if you need to pay parking, if you need to have any inconvenience with your important meeting, etc., etc. So this makes this process honestly a little bit like in the past. It's not convenient, right? So in Lavox, what we have done to solve this problem is to make this process easy, convenient, and fast by integrating medical service into one single point of contact when you can get analyzed, tested, and also get follow-ups on what those results mean. By integrating these services and trying to leverage on that technology so we can give you proactive services on what you need, right? So basically we try to solve the people's need and encourage proactive testing, right? So, basically we target this product to 3 customers in particular, which are the health enthusiasts that they want to keep themselves healthy and want to, they just have this need to get information on themselves, right, in a convenient way. People that might have a condition, which might be pregnancy, fertility, or any specific chronic disease, and people that we're calling minor and common illnesses, right? So how do we operate? Because we are not a laboratory per se. We work with commercial, with commercial partners that supply us with the talent to make these testings, right? We do a partner selection, feasibility, and obviously that they have our same values that are focused on convenience and attending the client first. The benefits of this is that we create community. We create a way of working that is focused on the client, that leverage on technology, and obviously we create a new sales revenue stream. Talking about our market, we have already, we have projected some value that is immediate to each of the people that we're targeted, because we know that for certain age onwards, there are some studies that you need to do them in order to continue with your life, right? Whenever you're getting married, you're gonna get asked for some prenups or tests, right? So that's where we want to tackle our clients, to give them value on things that are required, probable, and things that might be proactive to do. Units economics we have here. Our traction, we have already presence in Querétaro and Monterrey. We want to scale operations to the rest of Mexico and obviously rest of Latin America. A little bit of our product, we have our app, and well, we're going to see a little bit more. Right now, where we are is providing medical on-demand services. We are adding our subscription models, we are adding telemedicine models, and expanding on services that, that are varied, and a wide array of services that we can add. Also, a little bit of our product. We want to make this easy for someone in case they have any questions or doubts, or what if I did something, what does that mean? You can connect directly with a professional medical person who can give you, according to your background, what is that mean, right? And the follow-up that you require. This is a sample of our page when you can select basically what you need right now. Right now, our focus is on blood testing, X-rays, Dopplers, ECGs, and some nursery services. Our business model is focused on subscriptions and one-third customers. And one of, we have some competitors that right now are focused on TechMed, which are Exomedi. They have just received $4 million in pre-seed money. Dispatch Health, which is Series D, and Triva, which is a company in London with more than $14 million in revenue. So I am Gustavo, by the way, I'm CEO and founder of Lavox. This is my team that is focused on clinical operations, marketing, and some advisors that we have. And the use of funds that we have is basically for scaling and growing our sales, expand our regional coverage, because we were at some point just saturated. We couldn't handle any more clients, because there was so many of them. And we want to develop a better customer success and IT team with those funds. So basically that's what's Lavox, and opening for questions.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the invitation to be here. I'm Lisa Velarde, I'm the co-founder and CEO of DLE. As you may know, cancer is the second leading cause of death worldwide. And one of the main reasons of cancer has such a high mortality rate hasn't been done that yet? Well, because it's a difficult challenge. You're going to find 1 into 1,000 CTCs in a background of 50 billion blood cells. So it's like you have to put the whole planet population and recover the 100 moles wanted by the FDA. And they're also very different within themselves. And for that, after 10 years of work, we have developed a technology that is able to capture even a single circulating tumor cells in the blood. And this is how it works. So basically, you introduce a blood sample from a patient inside our device. That is the one in the left. And that one, in less than 20 minutes, it processes the whole blood and isolates the circulating tumor cells. Now, after that, it comes the analysis of how to get information from the cells. And you can either go for molecular testing, next generation sequencing technologies that is available right now on the market, or we can go through our imaging system or get that information. Those are the two devices. There are companies around the world that are trying to solve this problem. We're the only one that have been able to tackle all the problem to isolate circulating tumor cells from large quantity of blood. And we have 96% capture efficiency, where the other ones have the highest, 54%. We have a great team. Us, the founders, have been working together for the last 10 years. And we have different backgrounds. Those are PhDs, work in different areas of the company to develop the technology. And also we have an amazing advisory board composed with doctors, with PhDs, and also with founders with experience raising funds and how to manufacture the technology at later stages. We have patents, yes. We have submitted pre-patent applications for PCTs in the United States that cover all aspects of the technology. We also have publications of the results that it shows that it works, and we have also won international awards for our clinical study. We have pre-orders value of over $2.5 million. We have 5 different collaborations with different hospitals here in Monterrey, and also at the United States with Stanford. And we're running right now a clinical trial involving 100 patients with prostate cancer at different stages. The market is huge. We're going to enter first as a research use only device because that allows us to have early revenue, and that's a market of 11.2 billion to later go into a clinical market of 543 billion per year. And this is how we're going to sell the device, first as the hardware together with the consumables. So every time that they need to perform a test, they need to buy us the consumables. Why we're going to research use only device? Because it's the easiest way to start to have early revenue, and they need it. They need this technology, the information from the circulating tumor cells to have drug testing, study more cancer, biomedical discovery. And right now there is no solution in the market that enables to have them, the solution inside their lab. Right now we have raised over $2.6 million in funding. And okay, this is my last position. And right now we're raising $5 million in Series A for us to get into the next stage, that is to sell the technology as a research use only device, expand our trials that we're doing right now on prostate cancer patients to breast, colorectal, and liver and lung. That recovers the 40% of new cancer cases globally. And start with the FDA clearance process to start selling later as a clinical device. Thank you.
I didn't understand, like, in the final client, do you sell the device to the hospital?
Yes.
What's the price?
So we sell the device directly to hospitals, cancer research centers, universities, or companies that are working on cancer. And for us, the price that we're selling for market is $95K. That is the average of those equipments.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you working with Instituto kind of Seguro Social at the moment, or is a prospect?
Yes, that's for later. Now when we get the FDA/COFEPRIS, then we can start going for the end.
And what is the main advantage with your competition?
Yeah, right now there is no technology that enables doctors to monitor in real time if the treatment they are applying to a patient is working until it's too late. So this allows to them to do testing every 3 months or 4 months to tailor-make or personalize the treatment and hoping that it's going to get the cure.
Hay otra pregunta.
Hi. For how long? I mean, how much blood do you need? Is it just a drop or a full experiment?
This is not Theranos. We need a whole tube of blood for us to capture the most quantity of circulating tumor cells. So we need at least 7.5 cc's.
Okay.
Hi. If you were accepted to Y Combinator, why are you asking for extra funds? Or
Yeah, we raise funds through YC.
oh yes, but you need an additional round, or
Yeah, because the money that we raised, the 2.6 million, was for product development, just for that. And now we're in the phase of commercialization and the FDA clearance. So for that, it's going to take more money for us to get into that stage.
CTO, and I met him 4 years ago, and we have been building La Pieza. La Pieza is a company that helps other companies to find the best talent in just 10 minutes. So basically what we do is that, okay, you're looking for a product manager. You have to, as a candidate, sign up to a lot of job boards. You have to apply manually to vacancies. That's horrible, you know. So basically, what we did is to build a solution, a freemium platform, where the companies can receive pre-qualified talent in 10 minutes. So people that want to work in your company, that have the skills that you're looking for. And for the candidates, we auto-apply them directly to the vacancies. So let's say you sign up into our platform, you tell us, okay, I'm a marketing manager, I want to work in a fintech company, I want to work remotely, and I want to earn $2,000 per month. And what we do is we basically send your profile automatically to vacancies that fits what you're looking for, so you do not have to apply manually to vacancies, right? So how do we get all this data from candidates? We integrate ourselves with more than 90 job boards, with LinkedIn, Indeed, OCC, and a lot of job platforms, so we can exactly know who is applying to vacancies and what they want. So then we can directly send the profile to the companies and be faster than anyone else. Okay, companies, what they basically do nowadays is just, okay, I have a vacancy, I'm going to publish it on LinkedIn, or I'm going to work with a headhunting agency, or I'm going to send messages to people on LinkedIn that they won't never answer. And thanks to our solution, it's just a submit button, and they receive the candidates that they are looking for. So how do we get money? Companies pay us 1 to 2 months gross salary when they hire someone through the platform. And for the candidates, it's basically free for the 99% of them. But 1% of them are paying, so we can send the profile that more often to vacancies. And so when they enter to this program, they also have like e-learning platforms. We teach them how to make a perfect CV, how to have this visibility that is so important, so they can find this job. And if they find a job thanks to this program, they're also paying us the first month gross salary. And we are a team of 60 people. We are operating in Brazil, in Peru, in Argentina, in Mexico. We have been profitable, and all the last year we have been growing 25% month over month. And we have tons of data, tons of candidates. We have more than 110K organic candidates with not only the CVs or the LinkedIn, we also have the information about what they want to work, what they are looking for a new job, a new company. Also for the B2C side, helping people find a job and giving them visibility, we just launched 3 months ago. We received more than 1,000 applications, and it's growing 85% month over month. So basically what we do, you have tons of actors in HR tech, recruitment tech, and we integrate all of them in just one solution. So you have the headhunting firms, you have like the CRMs, you have the B2C side, some companies that are helping people to find a job, and you also have some pre-screening services. We integrate all these solutions into just one platform. And now, well, we raised 2 years ago a pre-seed round of 300K. Now we're raising our seed round. It's a $4 million. And that's pretty much everything we do. We are going to invest that in growth, in expansion, and also product and engineering. And thank you. I don't know if you have any questions.
What's your sweet spot for a vacancy? Like, what kind of seniority, which
Yeah.
industry?
Usually 50% of the vacancies are tech vacancies, engineers, developers, DevOps, etc., where the companies are willing to pay at least 1 month's gross salary if they find someone through a platform. The other 50, it could be marketing roles, finance, logistics, other roles.
Like seniority, is it like entry level or like senior?
Middle to senior, basically that's most of the vacancies we're working with. Un poco lejos.
Ahí va.
Okay, I have a question for you. Maybe you already thought about it, but it would be great, really grateful that you already made previously an interview for the candidates, because what a business wants is quality versus quantity. So it could be, I don't know if you already thought about it,
It depends on the companies. And that's the problem with recruitment. You have companies that just want to, okay, I want to use, because it's a freemium platform, no? So you can use it for free. A lot of startups, 400 startups or companies are using it for free. And they do not receive the talent in 10 minutes. They just publish on LinkedIn, Indeed, OCC, and all the job boards that we have. They wait for people to apply to the vacancies, and it can work for them. And it's for free, but they have to wait. Then you have one of the premium model where you receive 50 pre-screened candidates, but you only pay 1 month's gross salary. And then we're working with, I don't know, Mercado Libre, FEMSA, AXA, and these big corporations are willing to pay 2 months gross salaries, but they do not want to receive 50 pre-screened candidates. They just want to receive 3 or 4. So in that case, what we do is that we send the messages, the invitations to the people that are in our database, we interview them, and then we present them to the companies. So we have like a service that adapts itself for any kind of company.
¿Alguna otra pregunta?
Congratulations, first of all, and my question is more about, do you measure the, I will call it success rate, I don't know how I can call it, but how many of the profiles are really...
Success rate, usually 20% of the vacancies that are on the premium side are where we find a candidate, for 20% of them. So that's a good news, because we can improve a lot, and we are profitable with these 20%. But yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, thank you.
Like, imagine if you're receiving today your bill from electricity. It's the 23rd of the month, and you weren't actually remembering. Focusing on the job, what they actually have to do in the daily basics, they start having problems financially and start thinking how they're actually going to have a solution to that problem, how they're going to obtain that money to pay a bill or actually have a travel they want to plan and have a good price for it. What we actually have as a solution is a salary on demand platform. That platform gives you a final freedom to actually use the money you already own so you can actually pay the things you want in that moment. Doesn't have to actually go and ask for some loan, interest rates, and start having problems in the future with stressed financial situations. You can actually also have immediate liquidity. You can pay services through our app, and you can have different kinds of means of disposition of that money. What we can see in the market, 70% of the Mexicans actually live in their daily basics. 14,000 pesos is actually the salary of a normal person here in Mexico. And in that case, they are living daily to the daily basis, but they have to be waiting till the end of the month, the week, or of the week to actually get their pay. Our product is 3 types where you can actually gain that money. You can ask it directly at a transfer directly to your bank account. You can use a credit card of MasterCard, where you can go and buy different kind of things in a restaurant or an e-commerce platform, or you can pay directly services such as water, electricity, cinema tickets. You can have all those products in your platform. Our business model is a B2B2C. So the first thing we have to do is to have an affiliation with the company. In that case, in that same moment, the employees are able to actually access to their salary on demand in the moment they actually want. They don't have to be waiting until the end of the month to actually have the payday. Our market acquisition is a B2B, first it's a B2B campaign to actually gain that, the companies. Once the company is already affiliated, then we have a B2C campaign to actually, all of the employees can actually have access to this situation. And we're looking as well as a LATAM expansion starting in Colombia on September this year. We have also competitors here in Mexico. But the main thing we actually differ from the rest of them is that we gave 100% of the salary in the same moment they actually need it. We don't have, the rest of them actually give them only the 30%, and we also give them the possibility to start doing a financial record. So they can access new types of loans in case they need it, and that way we can actually do a financial inclusion. Our competitive advantages, it's 100% a digital platform that you can actually access. They have 24/7 access to their salary already on, according to the payday. And there's a disposition that they can actually access as the way they want it. Our team, we already have the team to get the growth, the expansion in Facebook marketing, the operations. Actually, Sarah is here helping me out. And we are very excited to actually be forming a team that is looking for this financial inclusion and helping people to get away of that stress, of that financial stress that most of the people actually live in. A little bit of our history. We started programming everything on November last year. On February, we launched the first project of starting some types of ways they can actually dispose of the money. And this month, we're actually getting our credit card. So that way we can actually give the full product to the employees that actually are affiliating to our company. This is some of the press testimonials that we have actually gotten this year. And we are really excited to know a little bit more about you in the rest of the event. So thank you very much, and I'm Daniel Medina. I don't know if you have any questions. for expansion and for loans.
And like on the go-to-market strategy, are you currently launching only Colombia or Mexico?
We just started in Mexico this year. We're actually launching in big time this month because already had the product. And in September we're starting in Colombia. And in January we're supposed to be starting next year in Chile as well.
How do you charge to those that don't want to pay anymore?
There are three types of charges. So in case they ask the money directly to their bank account, it's 59 pesos. In case they use the credit card, it's 2.5% of the amount. So that way they can actually have better pricing for their access of their salary advance. Did I answer your question?
No. Like, what do you do with the people that don't want to pay?
Okay. So the way that actually we get the payback of the money, on the end of the month, the company divides that money. So they first pay the rest of the money they didn't have on salary on demand. They pay it directly to the employee, and the rest of the money they pay directly to me. So we have 0% of morosidad.
Por acá había una pregunta antes. What are the terms?
The terms, sorry?
Yes,
Terms
terms.
and our valuation is over 60 million, and we are asking 10 at the moment. We are expanding.
Free.
Yes, we are looking also I forget the word. Safe.
Ya se acabó el tiempo.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Daniel. And we still have
And basically, purchasing medicine every single month is really painful. This is my injection, my insulin that I inject. So you will think that, wait a minute. Okay. That's not painful. Painful is not having access to your medicine. Whether it is because it's too expensive or because you can't find it, right? So what I had to do prior to Vitao was to go to 3, 4, or even 5 different pharmacies every single month of my life to purchase the 12 different health products that I needed. This is a waste of hours, time, stress, and of course money. So basically we're solving that for people with chronic diseases. Namely cancer, hypertension, diabetes, lupus, whatever you can think about, we're solving for them. So basically, let me talk to you a bit about traction. Integrated pharmacy there is. About venture capital, so we were part of Y Combinator on summer 2019. We have raised 3 rounds, our pre-seed, our seed at Y Combinator, and then a bridge when we were struggling last year. Every startup struggles, we also. And we are actively not raising money at the moment. Of course, if you have $1,000 and you're a strategic investor, please give it to me as long as you help me, and that's why I'm here. I want strategic people that can actually help me open the right doors. These doors are the following: healthcare clinics, hospitals, insurance companies, healthcare startups, and brokers and healthcare insurance agents. So that's all of my pitch. Let's remember that health matters. Without health, we actually have nothing. Thank you very much.
How are these partners going to help you? I mean, a pharmacy or a broker? Which one is the most important for you?
Thank you. That question helps me a lot. So basically, let me talk first about the first two. So the first two are spaces where there are doctors and hospital beds and emergency units, etc., right? In these places, a lot of prescriptions are generated. At this moment, 90% of those prescriptions are going to the big pharmacy chains out there, which you already know their names. This is so stupid. It's like having a movie theater and everybody purchasing the popcorn outside. You want to sell the popcorn within the movie theater, right? So basically what we're doing is we're selling the popcorn, the medicine, inside the hospitals and the clinics on a digital way to make sure that 100% of those prescriptions are captured by us. And talking about insurance and brokers, when somebody has a pain, needs a medicine or whatever, they'll call their insurance broker or their insurance company and they struggle getting the medication. So basically it's, hey, stop struggling, just go into our website that we did for brokers and for insurance companies, select the patient, send him the medicine. So it takes a minute instead of hours. And healthcare startups, well, we're connected to telemedicine companies, companies like Labox, which is providing healthcare to a patient, and just say, hey, that patient also needs medicine, right? So it's the same, connect to a software that we make specifically for you and companies like you, select the patient, select the medicine, and we'll take care of everything. So that's about it.
So really, could you sum up a little bit the customer journey map? Let's say how the customer asks for medicine and how it's delivered and how everything's going. It's also through an app on the webpage.
Yeah, so we have a web app and we have a mobile application that's for the end consumer, for the patient, right? So you'll go to the app, select your medicine, make the purchase, and you have two options. Option number one is subscribe to it. So just give me your credit card information, and we won't ask, we will just charge every single month and send it to your home. That's the best thing for us, that's the best thing for the patient. Second choice is, you say, hey, can you send me a reminder in 25 days? So the app will send a notification and say, hey, what's your name? Nekane, it's time for you to purchase your medicine again. And that's what you see. What happens backstage is, we already know that you, Nekane, you need your medicine on the 30th of the month. We'll purchase it on the 28th. The 29th, we send it to you, it arrives a day earlier. So you never are like taking the last pill and no, fuck. Like, that was the last one, that doesn't happen with us.
Got it, power. So I'm just wondering, who's in charge of logistics? You or a 3PL?
Us. When it comes to local deliveries, when it comes to national deliveries, which we also do. So we have local here in Mexico City, but we sell all across Mexico, then we do that with DHL, Estafeta, FedEx, etc.
And you can explode it. How much it costs this transportation?
Depends. I think locally it's about between $4 and $5 per order, and then
20%, more or less.
no, it depends a lot on the. There's patients that, for example, me it's $500 per month, but we have $2,500 per month patients, even $4,000 per month patients. So, yeah. intenso.
Gracias. Ya se acabó el tiempo.
Ya se acabó el tiempo.
Sí, gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was the end of our event. Thank you very much everyone for joining us. Thank you very much to all the founders that took a little bit of their busy schedules to come here, and thank you all of you also for attending. We're very excited to finally do an on-site edition and put some faces to all of you who have been following us for more than 2 years now. And if you want to apply, you have a startup, please feel free to do so in this Bitly or also in our website. You can apply. We have editions every 2 months. Hopefully we'll do more on site, but all of them probably for now are going to be online. And also if you have a question, just like I mentioned in the beginning, and you're starting this fundraising journey and you have a question on how is this whole process and you have a specific question, please feel free to reach us out and we will do our best to answer your question and help you as ever we can. And just thank you again to the Venture Cafe's team and everyone for joining us. And now Ali is going to explain a little bit about the next activities today.
Pues muy bien, muchas gracias, equipo de Monterrey. Y pues bueno, voy a explicarles brevemente cuáles van a ser las siguientes actividades de la tarde. Ahorita a las 7, bueno, en lo que bajamos, 7:10, 7:15, va a empezar una plática de cómo ser inversionista ángel. La va a dar Mario García, él es el cofundador de un club de inversionistas ángeles que se llama Angel Hub. Esto va a ser en la sala Boston, es la sala más grande que tiene como unas sillas en V. Los invitamos para que quien esté interesado tenga curiosidad de cómo se hace esto.